Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. You guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Cross the 30 out to the 33, engage 4 on the play. Let's talk for just a second about UTSA. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Roadrunners have this offense rolling. They'll ride the hot hand and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Roadrunners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, it's McCown. He's moving out of the pocket. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Give the
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Hurst. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. 1st and 10 coming up. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This time they'll go to the running game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Roadrunners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Running to Green. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Roadrunners are marching down the field. They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Power football with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Wants to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. Creates a little space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there's much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
That pass is incomplete. And the Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down. Red zone, this is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what
decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a man. It's McCown. It's complete on the right side. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. It's a seam wide open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. He now has 74 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Parc Stadium.
And the Roadrunners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Exactly what this defense needed. Listen, they're at a deficit. They talked about at the half. They need some energy. They need to force some turnovers, create some negative plays. What do? First drive, get a sack. Nice job by this defense.
They boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running behind that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's McCown. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Got it in the middle, it's Allen. He's loose. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Trying to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTSA. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score. Georgia State.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Wide open spaces. Turning it on. Inside the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys that got up into the second level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panther! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick... This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Back to throw, it's McCown. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight at... He's got it! First down and more! They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Henry. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Allen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Roadrunners have their offense in high gear.
Well, they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. It's so important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Roadrunners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Fires left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics, but make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Thrust that arm out. Hard running there. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you that.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Uncorks one. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
They'll go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Goes to the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Panthers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in, it's Wiles. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Get it out on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for growth on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You're trying to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
At the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Throwing right. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And 1st down for the offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Snags it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come out.